Just one more quick one. One of the things in science we learn is that two types of matter can occupy the same space at the same time. That's why, for an experiment, we sometimes put a balloon in a jar. And of course, if you try to blow it up, you put a lot of pressure on your lungs. But we're going to try it with positive thinking now. Okay? So I want you to all think positive. I want you to think, I think Mandrake can do it. No, don't think I can't do it. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And you notice we filled the balloon, but now I have a problem how to get the air out. Well, let's try this way. Oh, meet my parents. This was in the 50s. That's my dad, Lon Mandrake, and my mom as his chief assistant.
Just use the up and down keys on the keyboard. Just use up and down. The up and down arrow keys.
Page up? Yeah.
Yeah. So just go the other way. Right.
Okay. These are the balloon animals I was talking about. Today we make them with small balloons, and we do make one animal or one balloon. In those days, you had to blow up several balloons, and that's why they sold for 75 cents and not a nickel. And another one of my parents performing. And here I'm laying on a bed of spikes to talk about physics and also some of the abilities of the skin. Most people don't realize that your skin can stretch a lot without tearing, as long as you don't make a tearing. So those nails actually penetrate quite deeply. They're all been put in a lathe, and they're quite far apart, making them bear a lot more weight. And then I have someone hit me with a sledgehammer while I'm on it. The students love that. Performing at Science World. And during my performances, I also do a blindfold performance where I'm blindfolded, and then I tell people in the audience what they've got in their pockets and so on. But you're not going to experience that today. But you will experience a couple of things. As I mentioned, predictions. In the field of mentalism, there's a lot to do with predictions, perceptions, how people perceive things, and persuasion, trying to get them to do things that you want them to do. We're going to try this with a little fire and water prediction. And I'm going to need one person to come up and give me a hand. Would you like to come up? Come on up then. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Glad to see you. Okay, this is going to be for water and this is for fire. So we'll just put them here for now. And I'm going to have you examine them on behalf of the audience in a minute. Let's see. I've got some giant cards here. These are the cards used more by mental magicians than by the regular type of magicians, because they're not very good for sort of putting up your sleeve or anything like that. If you just want to take a seat for now, and let's start with anybody in the audience. Just going to point and give me a number between 10 and 20. 13. Okay, I'm going to count down 13 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 cards. Now, there's a pseudoscience called numerology where numbers are very, very important. But they try to always condense the number to the smallest number. So 13, 1, and 3 would make the number 4. So that would be the lucky number, and that's what we'll stop at. 1, 2, 3. And this fourth card, I'm going to put it right here. Okay, and I need another number, maybe somebody from this side of the audience. 14. 14, good number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And what would be the lucky number? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this fifth number will go here. And we're going to have you solve the first prediction, which is this card, with a little fire. Okay, now I have a piece of wire in here. I want you to examine the wire. Okay,
Yes.
you can have a look at it. It's a long piece of wire. Here's some tissue paper.
Yes.
All right, and we're going to put it into this bowl here, burning bowl.
So me do that?
Well, what I'll do is I'll just, okay, I'm going to take the wire. I'm going to put it in the tissue paper. Okay, and we'll put the tissue paper in the burning bowl, and then I'm going to light it. Okay, and you don't know what this number is, but we'll, or what the card is, but we'll see if the prediction will come true. Yeah, I would stand back a little bit, yes. Actually, if I have students I don't care much for, I have them sit a little closer, but. Okay, it's just bent into something. What is it bent into? And how many hearts?
3.
3 hearts. And your first prediction, the 3 hearts, is correct. So that's very good. And now we'll go one step further. Here's what we did with fire. We'll do it with water now. The 4 elements, as you may know, the early elements were earth, fire, air, and water. Okay, so we're going to use fire and water. Of course, when you learn science, you realize that those aren't really elements. But okay, if you want to hold that, okay, and look deep into it, and we'll see if you can come up with the second card. Sometimes you don't, well, with no water. We have to add a little water. Okay. It's water, not acid. Okay. Look deep, deep into the water. Something should come to you. Something coming up?
Well,
Add a little more water?
maybe, oh.
Here, let's,
It's hard to see with the light. though.
with the light maybe, yeah.
Yes. Oh.
Let me try, well, let's wash it out and try it again here. Yeah, okay. Now, it's important that you relax.
Oh.
Okay. Are you relaxed?
I'm relaxed.
All right, let's look deep in.
Deep. Really? Oh, I can see something red in there.
Yeah? Is that a heart?
Yes.
What gender?
What gender of heart? Male or female?
Is it male or female?
I'd have to guess. I think female.
You're right. We have the Queen of Hearts.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay, just before you go, we'll do one more sort of mental effect.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like you to think of a wild animal you might see in the zoo, but don't tell me what it is.
Oh,
Okay, a wild animal you might see in the zoo.
yes,
You got it?
I have.
Okay. Hold that thought. Close your eyes, please.
Okay.
Everyone else, please don't think of any animals. Somebody was thinking. Okay, hold that thought. Oh, I can see this animal so well. It's just running through the plains there, happy. Okay, before you open your eyes, what animal are you thinking of?
A lion.
A lion. Just give me a minute. And we have a lion.
Very nice.
As long as you're up here, we'll do one more before we go to questions and answers. I like to use magic sometimes to illustrate a point that's not maybe directly linked to the magic performance. I was thinking about coincidence, and for example, how many cards are there in a deck?
52.
52. And how many weeks in a year? 52. Is that a coincidence? Don't know. There's 13 lunar months in a year. How many cards are there in a suit?
13.
13. Is it a coincidence? Don't know. 4 seasons, 4 suits. And I found if I took 7 decks of cards, I got 364 cards. Add a joker, I've got 365. 2 jokers, 366. So I shuffled them all together. In 1996, I had way too much time on my hands.
Yes.
Okay? And I turned a card over for every day, and I wrote down a different card on every day of the year. Okay? And last night I kept thinking about one card, so I made a prediction. Just going to put it in my pocket. And just tap, make sure I don't have a whole deck of cards in there. Okay. Now, again, from the audience, I'm going to need, we're going to do 3 things. I need somebody to give me a month. Maybe from this side. Sorry? April. Somebody give me a day. April 5th. Okay, we're going to look up April the 5th. So January, March, April. April the 5th, we have the 4 of spades.
Yes.
Notice if he'd chosen the 4th, it would have been the Jack of Hearts, and the 6th with the Ace of Diamonds, but the 4 of spades.
Correct.
Now remember, I put a card in my pocket.
You did.
Okay, and we'll just pull it out, and it just happens to be the 4 of spades today. Coincidence?
Bad. Yeah. Well, no.
Thanks very much. Now you're gonna have to give that lion to Bruce there because he got wet. Okay, but we'll make you another one of your
There's no
choice.
water in it. Okay.
Okay, please give him a hand as he takes his seat.